A fine afternoon for baseball at Turner Field. It's interleague baseball. Next on the show. Now from 755 Hank Aaron Drive, a look at Turner Field here in Atlanta. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined in the booth by longtime big leaguers Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Before we get to them, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles, as Buck Showalter's crew will line up like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Matt Wieters will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today.
Good afternoon for Baltimore. Catcher, Matt Wieters.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Now this is lined into left field, a base hit. So he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single. So the O's get a man aboard to start things out, and with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
Runs up to bunt here and pops this one up. Able to make the play is Gaddis, and that's the first out.
Well, of course, one of the cardinal rules of bunting You have to try to bunt a strike. Here he just sort of jabs at this thing, pops it up, and this essentially becomes a wasted at-bat.
Ugla backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And a diving tag. They got him. Oh, Jason Hayward will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. He'll try again. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. There to take it is Reimold, and that's your first out. Justin Upton will be the batter. Now a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And now they've got a man caught in a rundown. Freddie Freeman will dig in now with a runner on base. And you know, Eric, after the error, he's got to be careful out there on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to let errors go as it is, but when it's your error, way tougher. You feel like you need to make amends on your own, and that can get you into even bigger trouble.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And now they've got a man out there with nowhere to go. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out. Evan Gattis will get his first opportunity now. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. And he'll reach first safely. Chris Johnson will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. And here's a ball hit in the air. And the catch made here by Wieters, and that's out number 2.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. That's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Sliced down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw over to Hardy at second, and that'll end the inning. Adam Jones leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Center fielder.
First pitch coming. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
This to the left side, and a chance to get that run right back as it's into left field for a leadoff single. Nolan Reimold will take his cuts now.
Left fielder, Nolan Reimold.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at two close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out. J.J. Hardy will get his first cuts here. Now a possible double play ball for Ugla. Simmons on to Freeman, and they get the double play. Jamal Weeks will get his first shot here, trying to come through with two away and a runner at third. In there for strike one.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Swing and a line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And now they've got a man caught out there. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So a runner in scoring position with two men gone. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Weeks with his lead. Now the pitch. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Dan Ugla will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, Dan.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-0 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Line hard to center field. And that'll be a base hit here for Ugla. B.J. Upton will stand in for the first time here. Now a ground ball here for Weeks could be two. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Jordan Walden will stand in, and you can almost guarantee he'll be trying to move those runners here. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. Hardy for one. Jason Hayward will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. And he will pull into second with a double. And Hayward is in at third base. He's got himself a triple. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play. Chris Davis will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Pitch runs in on him as this is fisted out to the right side of the mound. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. Matt Wieters will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Up with it is Ugla. On to first, and Wieters is set down now. 2 away. Miguel Gonzalez will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he finds his spot there, 1-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
And Upton will slide over, put this one away, and in the inning. Justin Upton makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Hit hard on the ground to short. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time. Freddie Freeman will stand in. Base hit his first time around. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Upton holding. Here it comes. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And there to take it in is Hardy for the first out. Evan Gaddis will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he struck him out. Chris Johnson will dig in. He popped out his first time. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And they continue to work below the knees here as that's ball 2. Now the 2-0 is bounced toward the hole and into left field. He's got a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away. Andrelton Simmons will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. That's hard hit back up the middle. And, oh, that drilled him pretty good as the ball squirts off toward 3rd. And they'll try to salvage something here, but to no avail. And now we'll have to check and see if he's okay. Dan Ugla will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to 3rd.
Come on, big opportunity, guys.
The first Gonzalez, and he's back standing. Two-0 on the way. In the air to center. Jones is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands.
Leading off for the Orioles, right fielder, Nick Martin.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Swing, and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And a barehanded pickup. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just one run, but nevertheless, he's on his way to an early shower. Julio Teheran is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Adam Jones is at the plate as he takes a called strike one. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now. Nolan Reimold will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. A swing, and the bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. B.J. Upton will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Right fielder.
And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Fouled back. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Julio Teheran will get his first shot at it here.
Julio Teheran.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Jason Hayward will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And Jones will handle this one for out number 2. Justin Upton will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Grounded foul off to the right. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. J.J. Hardy will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Strike two.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And this is going to be a base hit for Hardy. Jamal Weeks will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. Manny Machado will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle to Ugla for one. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play. Freddie Freeman will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Evan Gattis will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Here comes another 0-2. In the air to right center. There to take it is Markakis, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Chris Johnson will stride in, hopped out and singled in his 2 trips. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And there's ball 1. And he gets under this one and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And Chris Davis will stand in here to get things started in the Baltimore 6th. Alex Wood will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. 1 gone in the inning. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters. Now the first pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And his indecision costs him here as they'll put the tag on him for the 2nd out. Miguel Gonzalez will bat for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Andrelton Simmons will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at 3rd. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the 1st out.
Second baseman, number 26.
Dan Ugla is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Now batting, right fielder.
B.J. Upton comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
Now batting, catcher,
Alex Wood will come on as he's newly into the ball game, getting his first plate appearance now here in the sixth. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this is going to be off the wall now for Markakis out there. Jason Hayward will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the sixth. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Jammed him a little here as this is hit softly to the left side. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Justin Upton will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And they will get the force at third, and that's that. Nick Markakis will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. First pitch coming. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Adam Jones will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. And he'll step off and try again. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Nolan Reimold come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Hard hit over second, and that'll carry over the head of Ugla and on into right center, a base hit.
Yeah, the tying run's on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
J.J. Hardy is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner's back. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And this is taken in by Upton, and that ends the inning. Freddie Freeman will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Ubaldo Jimenez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And there to take it in is Hardy for the first out. Evan Gaddis will stand in. He flew out his last time up, and that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time. Chris Johnson will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
And Jones will handle this one for out number 2. Andrelton Simmons will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Such a good pitch right there. That first pitch changeup. When you can tell a guy's up there all amped up to hit, use that against him.
Reimold is there, and he'll put it away to retire the. Jamal Weeks will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow.
Weeks.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. Craig Kimbrell will come on awfully early here. They'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to save this one. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Manny Machado will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Line hard into left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Chris Davis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. Matt Wieters will stand in. He was thrown out trying to leg out a double his last time. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Hayward will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Dan Ugla will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now the first pitch from Jimenez. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Changes up on him here and gets him to lift one into shallow center field. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. B.J. Upton will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Fouled straight back. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Craig Kimbrell will stand in now, and he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Jason Hayward will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you've got to come up with a key hit here. That's been missing.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now. 2 on, 2 out, the first pitch. Justin Upton is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Line to left. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. Freddie Freeman can break this one wide open now if he can find a gap here with the bases loaded. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, so he's able to tightrope it out. Delman Young is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. inside. Looked like the knuckle curve. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Nick Markakis will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Swinging a high bouncer to short. On to first, and Markakis is retired 2 away. Orioles down to their final out. And standing in the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this who you can call on to finish things out for you. And he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 2-1. So long from Atlanta.